Shop today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Linda Carlton and I'm an advocate for Norwex. So in this workshop, I want to talk about the dangers of using toxic chemicals throughout our home, especially through our cleaning products. You may not care and you're not concerned, and that's fine. What you're gonna see though is how much time and money that you could save with using just a Norwex microfiber cloth and water. It's kind of crazy to hear that the average household spends about $600 a year in cleaning supplies alone. That's a lot of money down the drain. And it's all like one and done. So the other thing that I'm going to talk about is what's the difference between chemically cleaning and mechanically cleaning. And Norwex does the mechanically cleaning. Now it's a little bit harder, but that's the right way to do it. So chemically cleaning is, well, let's go talk about, there's three ways of cleaning actually. One is thermal cleaning, which is steam. The next one would be chemical, which is laying down a chemical and then leaving a toxic residue behind. Or mechanically cleaning is wiping up or getting rid of the bacteria off of the surface with just using a Norwex microfiber cloth and water. So you're probably like, I have a microfiber cloth. Like, what is this chick talking about? Like, what's the big deal? Let me tell you, I was a skeptic too until I saw it. And yeah. And I'm going to talk, again, you'll see more about this stuff later on throughout the workshop. There'll be more videos and stuff like that, pictures, explanations. So there's three things that set Norwex microfiber cloths aside from anyone else's. One is the size of the fiber. Two is the density of the cloth, and three, what really sets Norwex apart is the back lock technology. And I'll talk more about that later on, and you'll see it in action and videos and all that stuff. So so now, because I went to the store and I had to get this guy. So one is the size of the fiber. So our normal microfiber size is 1/6 size of a human hair. So if you were to take a piece of your hair and you split it 6 times, that's how small one microfiber is. That's pretty small. Norwex microfiber size is 1/200th size of a human hair. So that's really small. So that's what's able to allow this cloth to remove 99% bacteria off of a surface. The second is the density of the cloth. So the absorption. I had to see for myself, so again, I went to the store and I got this guy. Kind of looks like my husband, if you know my husband. So I want to see what's the difference in density with the Norwex microfiber cloth and store-bought. I'll show you right here. I have a flashlight, and the density, you can see the flashlight right through it. So that means the amount of fiber in this cloth. So there's not a lot of fiber in here. So the absorption, it's probably going to be all over the counter, whatever I'm trying to absorb. Here's the flashlight again. I'm going to use the Norwex Enviro cloth and I'm going to go right behind it. It's pretty dense. And again, it's the amount of fiber. So can anyone guess how much fiber is in how many miles, I should say this, how many miles of microfiber is in one cloth? 1,800 miles of microfiber. That's amazing. So if I were to unravel this cloth, it would reach from Canada all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. So that's how much microfibers in this cloth. And now the third thing that really sets it apart is the back lock technology you see right here. And what that is, it's the antibacterial micro silver embedded in each of the fibers. So what is that? Again, the micro silver is not a coating, it's actually in the fibers. You'll find that silver is used a lot in the medical field, and it's an antibacterial agent. So that's what that does, that's what it does in this cloth. Also, did you ever hear the term born with a silver spoon in your mouth? So there's many uses of silver, right? The other one is, so you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth. Well, that was back in the day that the rich, the very wealthy, when the plague or the flu or the sickness went around, they would take their silverware and take the silver spoon and put it in the child's mouth to ward off the virus. Pretty wild. So yeah, so in here, what Norwex did is that they put the microsilver embedded in the fibers so that when the cloth goes from wet to dry, it self-purifies within 24 hours. And you're like, what is that? What's so big about that? It's pretty awesome. What that means is it's inhibiting the bacterial growth, odor, and mold within the cloth. So that means you can reuse it over and over and over and over again without having to launder. So you're saving a lot of time and money, not having to do laundry all the time with using your everyday microfiber cloths or regular cloths, because you're constantly they're almost one and done or a couple of days and they start to stink, and then you got to do your laundry. So again, using the proper care and use, after you use this around, you want to run it in water, agitate the cloth a little bit. You want to release anything that's loose in the fibers and then hang it dry, and then that's when the microsilvers go to work. I tend to see that my cloths dry out about 3 to 4 hours. So pretty awesome. The next thing is I'm going to talk about, so the difference between chemically cleaning and mechanically cleaning. It's a big difference. Mechanically cleaning is a little work. Not a lot of us like to do the work. You'll see what I'm talking about. So chemically cleaning is what it is. We're laying down a chemical, we're letting it dwell, and then we're leaving a toxic residue behind. So would I rather drink a cup of coffee here with dead germs on here or remove germs? That's the way that Norwex does it. We're removing the bacteria off, or the germ off of the surface. I'd rather drink this one, remove germs. Other way you can look at it, another analogy, is that you have a beautiful flower garden, right? But the flower garden's being taken over by a bunch of weeds. So chemically cleaning, the easy way, I'm gonna go into the garage and I'm gonna get the weed killer and spray, and then I'm gonna let it dwell and sit. It's definitely gonna kill that weed. And not only is it gonna kill the weed, it's gonna kill the flowers around it. It's gonna go down into your water source, and you're gonna inhale it after you spray. So that's chemically cleaning. Now, mechanically cleaning would be, and it's a little bit harder. I'm gonna go into the garage. I'm gonna get the weed plucker and I'm gonna pluck it out. That's removing the weed from the ground and getting rid of it. So that's how Norwex does it, is we're mechanically removing. We're removing the germ, the bacteria off of the surface with just using water and the microfiber cloth. You'll see again more of this later on in the workshop, and talking about, again, the uses of using chemicals. It's crazy. I have a brother-in-law actually whose family company, it's a flavor company. They make flavors, and their biggest thing is fragrances. So that's like their number one department right now. And that's what you see a lot. Again, the care and use is that you want to use everyday over-the-counter laundry detergents or fabric softeners, because those are designed to leave a coating on your fabric, leave that scent on there so it lasts and lasts. It smells beautiful. And that's another thing we have to change in our mindset, is that clean is not a scent, it's a feel. It should feel clean, it should look clean. So, when you see your countertop and there's crumbs on there, it's dirty, and you feel it's dirty, and then you wipe it up and you feel like it's clean. And that's what you're gonna see too with Norwex's microfiber cloths, is that you're gonna feel pure countertop or pure stainless steel or mirror, and you're gonna see it for yourself. So stay tuned for more to come in the workshop. All right, guys, thanks.